Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that my neighbors are doing some work literally right next door, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it or not, but they are like right outside my front door. So if you hear that, just ignore it and I'm sorry. And also, if I keep looking down or to the side, it's because I have the monitor right here because Theo is sleeping and it is making a lot of noise like through our bedroom and his room, so I'm just making sure he's not waking up. So yeah, today we're going to do, oh, another thing is, sorry about the hat. My hair is literally crazy. I have it in a braid. I was working out when Theo was awake and I just was like, you know what, I gotta get this video up. I want to get it up before the weekend, and yeah, so that's why I look like this. Okay, so what video am I doing today? I'm doing a very well requested video, and it is the story of how I found out I was pregnant and how it went down, how I told my parents, Teddy's parents, how I told Teddy and my friends and family. So yeah, we're just gonna go right into it. So going all the way back to May, it was the week before Memorial Day weekend, so I think it was like around May 16th, around that time, and we went to Knoebels, which we do almost every year with my family. It was a family trip and we were camping and everything, and I've been going to Knoebels probably like my whole life. And if you don't know what Knoebels is, it's like an amusement park. It's up the mountains, and it's known for like their pierogies and tater tots and their wooden roller coasters and everything. So I've been going there forever, and I was doing what I normally do, eat the pierogies and tater tots and all the fried food, and riding all of the roller coasters because I love roller coasters. And for whatever reason, well, at the time I didn't know it, but now I'm looking back and it's like, oh duh, idiot, you were pregnant. But at the time I didn't know it, so every single ride that I went on, I felt so sick afterwards. Like, oh my god, like I couldn't even like stand up in line at some points. Like I had to leave lines to go to the bathroom because I was like getting so sick. Like I couldn't even like stand it. So I thought maybe, okay, maybe I just can't do rides anymore. Maybe I'm just old and I can't handle fried food and rides. I don't know. So the weekend went on, and I was still sick, but like only at certain times. Like I had a really bad headache. I was nauseous, really nauseous, and this is the only time that I was nauseous throughout my entire pregnancy, was the week before I found out I was pregnant. And another thing, I was breaking out on my cheeks, and I never, before I got pregnant, I never ever broke out on my cheeks. It's always on my forehead, and I had like all these pimples like right here. I had a big one right on my cheek, like, so that was weird to me too, but again, I just didn't think anything of it. I just thought maybe like my body's changing, I don't really know. So then skip ahead a week, and it's now like May 26th, 27th, and 28th, and it was Memorial Day weekend, but the 28th is also Teddy's birthday. So we were down the shore for Memorial Day weekend, and then we were also down there for Teddy's birthday, and all of Teddy's friends came down, and you know, we were just having a good time or whatever. And then the next day, it was Saturday, and then Sunday was Teddy's birthday, May 28th, and that morning I was so sick. Like, it could have been from the night before, but it just was a different kind of sick. Like, I was just like, I don't feel right, my body feels weird and whatever. And the funny thing is that all weekend my friend Karina was like, you are glowing, like you literally are glowing right now. And to be honest, I didn't feel like I was glowing because I felt sick that whole weekend pretty much. And then another thing is that I'm actually gonna pull the picture up right now because we had no idea that I was pregnant, but Teddy posted a picture for his birthday because I took him out to dinner, and he posted a picture like, baby mom taking me out to dinner on my birthday or something like that, but he wrote baby mom, and he just wrote that. Like, I don't even know why he wrote that. We didn't know I was pregnant. He just decided that that's what he wants to call me that day. Yeah, here it is. It says, baby mom treating me for my 21st at my go-to spot on the island, hashtag Banks Bay. And it's this picture, and that was on May 27th, 2017. And then the next morning I found out I was pregnant. So we were at breakfast, and I couldn't like stand the smell of bacon. Like, I wanted to throw up, and bacon's like one of my favorite foods ever, and I was just like, ew, like it's grossing me out right now. So after breakfast, me and Karina went to, I think, CVS or Rite Aid, whichever one's in Wildwood. And I went and got a pregnancy test, and I got 2 pregnancy tests. The one that has the 2 lines that means you're pregnant, or it comes up say is pregnant and not pregnant. So when we went back to Teddy's house, his shore house, I went to the bathroom and I took the digital one first because I was like, let me just take that one because I don't want to have to deal with that, like, oh, is that a line, or is it a faint line, or is it a false positive, that whatever, because I've known a couple people that has happened to. So I took the digital one, and it's supposed to take, I think, 3 to 5 minutes, and it blinks like 4 times for a minute. Like it just keeps blinking, and then it'll go solid, and then the next one will blink and it goes solid, and it kept doing that. But mine didn't do that. Mine started to blink, the first little circle started to blink, and then it instantly said pregnant. And I swear, because in my head, like, I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant, but I was like, maybe I am pregnant because all these weird things, like, I don't know. So I took the pregnancy test, and instantly it started to blink and it just said pregnant. And I sat down and I was like, no way, like, there's no way that I'm pregnant, because I really didn't think that I was pregnant. Like, I thought, like, you know, let me just take this test to be safe, because we were like drinking and whatnot, and let me just take it and get it out of my mind, because there was like little things there that were like kind of pointing to being pregnant, but there was so much more that was like, no, there's no way I'm pregnant. And yeah, so I took the pregnancy test, found out I was pregnant, and I sat in the bathroom for like 10 more minutes, I want to say. And then I took another pregnancy test because I was like, there's no way that's right, like, that has to be a false positive. And nope, that line, both lines came up so fast. Like, as soon as like my pee hit the stick, it was just like boom, like really dark right there in your face. And I was like, oh my god, like, I started crying. I wasn't upset, and I wasn't like mad or angry or like anything like that, like along those lines. I think I was more scared about like what my parents would think, Teddy's parents, what Teddy would think, like what I was gonna do at school, and like if what was gonna happen, like, are we gonna move in together, are we gonna live at my parents, are we gonna live at his parents, like, we were just like, I was just like thinking of everything that you could think of, literally everything you could think of, I was thinking of. And then I was going into the bathroom, or going into the bedroom. Oh, and Karina also saw the pregnancy test, and I had told her that I was pregnant, and Karina went and got Teddy for me. But while she went and got Teddy, she told Tommy, so Tommy already knew. But like, I would have done the same thing, so whatever. But that's just another funny thing, because me and Karina talk about that all the time. So anyway, Karina sent Teddy up to the bedroom, and I was like shaking so bad, like uncontrollably, and there was just tears running down my face, and I was just like, I'm pregnant. And Teddy's reaction could not have been better. Like, I don't know if that's really how he felt at the moment. I'm pretty sure it was, because he never felt any other type of way like during the whole pregnancy, but he just really calmed me down, really like brought me back to like reality, and was like, everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine, and we're gonna be fine, we'll figure it out, and school can wait for a semester, like, everything's gonna be okay, your parents are gonna be mad for a second, my parents might be mad for a second, like, it's gonna be okay, it's a baby, we can handle this, like, we got this. And clearly we do, because here we are. But yeah, he really just like, he said everything that I needed to hear. Like, I really needed to like just sit down and be pulled back into reality, and just be like, Brandy, shut up, and just like, this is a good thing, it's not a bad thing, stop thinking of all these negatives when there's so much more positive. And it's true, there's so much more positive as to having a baby than what I was thinking, because I wasn't even 21 yet. Teddy just turned 21 that day. Literally, happy birthday, Teddy, happy 21st birthday, we're having a baby. Like, so after that, Ben was the next person to find out that we were pregnant, because Teddy wanted to tell Ben right away. So we pulled Ben into the room, and he didn't believe me. Like, he was like, no, you're not, you're messing with me. And I was like, no, I swear to God. I pulled out the pregnancy test, and I told him. He still didn't believe me, and I was like, Ben, I swear on everything, like, I am not lying to you. And then Ben was so like supportive too. Like, he was hugging me, and he was like, you're shaking, like, everything's gonna be okay, stop. Like, he was like, I'm so excited for you guys. And like, it was just really nice to like have that too, because Like it was like I needed this like support, and I was just afraid that I wasn't gonna get that support. And I just needed like someone to tell me like, Brandy, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. You're both gonna be fine. So then, what happened after that? Okay, so then after that, we were all going to the beach. Teddy and all of his friends, which were at that point too, all of Teddy's friends were in the living room while all of this was going on. That's why I said that Karina went right down and told Tommy, because he was there too. So they were all sitting down there, and Teddy went to tell them like on his own, like tell them his way, and like, you know, not just like, oh guys, Brandy's pregnant, like whatever. He went to tell them like all together. So the plan was to go down to the beach, and then I, instead of going with all of them, I went and met up with Brie, because obviously I wanted to tell my best friend that I was pregnant. So on my way to walk to meet Brie and her family, I FaceTimed my sister Kylie, and I told her that I was pregnant, and she didn't believe me, of course. But then I was crying, like I was like, I swear to God I'm pregnant, and she was like the same thing, very supportive, super excited. Like she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited, I can't wait to be the godmom. Like she called dibs literally as soon as I found out I was pregnant, that she was the godmom. But yeah, so she was super happy, super excited. But then we're walking, and I get to Brie's family, and we're sitting there, literally just like sitting there talking with our family, having fun. Then I was like, and it was really cold this day, I remember, because I had a jacket on and I even had pants on, and I was like, you want to go feel the water? It's probably like freezing. So we walked down in the water, and I had the pregnancy test in my sleeve, because knowing Brie, she wouldn't believe me if I was just like, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. Like she'd be like, no, you're not, like I don't believe you. And even if I swore on everything, she'd still probably not believe me. So we went down to the water, and I was like, I have to tell you something. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. She was like, no, you're not. And I was like, Brie, I swear I'm pregnant. And I think I feel like I cried then too. I don't remember. I know I was like really like nervous and shaking. I don't even know why. I was just like, that whole day, like my nerves were like out of control. And I pulled out the pregnancy test, and then she was super, super happy, and she was like, I knew it. I knew there was something up, like, because she did. She kept saying like, there's just something off, like because I was even saying like, I just don't feel the same, but like, you know, you just don't think you're pregnant. Like even when you feel like there's signs, you just really are like, there's no way. So that's how I was. And even she was like that. She was saying like, when you were saying that you got sticking knobles, I was like, maybe she's pregnant, but like, you know. So I told Brie and everything, and then after I was with Brie and her family for a while, I walked back to meet Teddy and his friends. And when I got there, Teddy had literally just told all of them that I was pregnant. Like as I was walking up, I could see them all sitting there, and then I see them all get super excited and like hug Teddy and everything. So I was like, okay, they know now. Like now they are just finding out that I'm pregnant. So I walk up, and then they all come hug me, say congratulations. They all start making bets of if it was a boy or girl. And it was like really fun, really nice. And then after that, this was the last like night in Wildwood. So I think they might have all left that night, but we went back to the house, got showered, took a nap and all that stuff. And then we told Teddy's parents that night.